Everyone just assumes that I'm going to be this great coach, and I feel like I have to prove myself, and that it's such a different world, man. It's a different world between the competitive side of it, where I have total control of everything, and then the non-competitive side where I'm just like sidelined, like I'm benched and I have to sit there and work with the athletes and hope that everything I tell them up to that point, and then I just turn into the biggest fan and just wave flags and blow horns and things like that.
If you're a great athlete, people assume you'll make a great coach, which isn't always the case. However, it has been so far for one former Olympian, even if he didn't totally expect it.
If you ask a lot of people that I swam with, they'll say that I was somewhat of a coach for that team. I mean, I was captain of most of the teams I was on, a very vocal member of every team I was on, cared a lot about, almost sometimes even more so, what my teammates were doing in practice than I was, as far as technique and things like that. I felt like when I was correcting somebody else's stroke in practice, it was going to help me focus more on my stroke when I was swimming. So I would say for the most part, I've been coaching for a long time, but by no means did I ever think I'd go into this profession.
There's no speculation over, you know, these are what you got to do to be, you know, the top of the top, and he is able to translate that to us every day in practice, like tell us what it takes every day individually, not just, you know, in general.
As an Olympic champion, NCAA legend, and swimming icon, Brendan has seen a side of the sport that few have. He's been able to translate that experience into prowess on the pool deck.
Usually after a hard set or at the beginning of a practice, he'll sit us down and have a team meeting with us just to run through whatever he feels like we need at the time. So if we're all beat up and we need a little extra motivation, he'll come and he'll sit us down for 10 to 15 minutes and just talk us through what we need to do.
So he definitely like encourages us every day to make our teammates better, and that's a big thing we talk about all the time, is like competition amongst ourselves, because when you're making your teammate better, you're pushing yourself as well. And he'll tell us in sets, you know, don't be scared of the set. He's like, if it scares the crap out of you, that's exactly what we want, and don't be afraid to fail. And that's something he's talked to me about a lot, is just, you know, failing your way to success.
We work every day in practice to try and fail in practice so that we don't fail in a swim meet, and that's not the natural human response, but it is to an Olympian. That's the funny thing, is that it was acquired. It was acquired over time. So I think the most challenging thing for me up to this point has been not comparing these kids to the same caliber of athletes that I swam with my last 10 years of swimming. I have to just teach them, and what's amazing is that when they do pick up on it, I'm like, holy crap, you picked up on that before I ever did. I mean, you're learning it at 16, and I learned it in Japan at 21 when I was in the final of the 200 breaststroke in lane 2 and knew I had it.
Rather than expect them to ascend to the level that he was at, Brendan simply prepares his athletes for swimming life after high school. If
I can get them to believe the way I thought about my swimming towards the end of my career, now at the ages of 16, 17, 18, which is mostly the age group I work with, and these kids leave here and go to college and blow it up.
Brendan always says, you know, we're training like a college program, and I know he talks to a lot of college coaches, gets their sets from them, and talks to them about what we can be doing better to best prepare us. So I feel so ready to go to college, and I know that like training he's given us here will definitely translate and allow me to excel.
I think that would be a huge benefit to have as a coach, just because he's been through it all, and I know some coaches have been out of touch with what it's actually like to swim for a while. But I mean, he just, basically everything that he did as a swimmer, he's translated over to all of his athletes.
My job is not to put a kid on the Olympic team. My job is not to make him the fastest in the state of Texas or the country or the world. My job is to get them to the next level, because I think the next level of college swimming is the most fun and is what is what you really should shoot for. This has been the hardest thing for me as a coach, is that they think because Brendan Hansen's their coach, they're going to swim like an Olympian. And I have to quickly prove to them that I have nothing in control. All day. What does that sign say, bro?
What?
What does the sign say on the door?
Private?
Yeah. I'm in the middle of an interview, man.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, Dan.
You gotta put a thing out there.
There's a sign on the door!
Oh.
Come on,
I
son.
didn't even look.
I know you did
I was
it.
talking to Pat.
Oh, is that such a good thought?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Get out.